By now, I'm sure you're starting to understand what a composition is. Short, of course, is comp. But there's also something else that you can create inside of After Effects called a pre-comp. A pre-comp is beneficial because you can apply another chunk of a movie on top of another part of a movie. That's my little way of explaining it. So let's say you have a scene, and I'll go ahead and bring some footage in. I'm going to grab, let's see here what I have here. I have this field. I grab that, and I'll grab this rhinoceros. And let's say, for example, we have, let's drag this rhinoceros on top of this. We have this rhino here. And I want to have everything stay the way it is, but I want to have maybe some rain happening, or I want other things to happen, like explosions or some kind of other effect. But as I continue to work, I don't want to have tons and tons of layers to scroll through. So if I want to quickly change the look of the rain, for example, I can go to the pre-comp that contains that rain, adjust it there, and it will be applied to the comp I'm working on now. So what I'm going to do, I'll create a new solid by going to New under the Layer menu. I'm going to call this solid, let's call it Snow, something different here. And I'm going to click Match Comp Size, so that whatever size this comp is, it will be the same size with the solid. And as you can see here, it says Snow. So I'm going to right click on this new layer here, and I'm going to choose Pre-Compose. And I'll call it Snow Pre. So I like to always use the pre so I know what's what in my layers here. And I'm going to go ahead and say, okay. You notice now we have the same little icon that you see for a composition that you see right here. So to get to the Snow Pre, I'll double click on it. And you'll notice we have our own tab now. So we're now working inside of that other comp. So as you can see here, this is our main comp. It contains the rhino, it contains that field, and it contains the snow pre-comp. And this is the pre-comp that contains the snow. So on this comp here, or rather this solid, I'll go ahead and go to Simulation, and I will add the CC Snowfall. I'll increase the opacity, and I can go back now to the other comp and check it out. Here's the snow on top of the other elements. So when I go ahead and scrub, we have some snow. I'm going to go down here to the toggle switches modes so I can get to my blend modes very quickly. And I can change the blend mode of my snow to something like multiply or something like color dodge or color burn. I could try all kinds of cool things here so that I can see the snow. So I'm going to choose something like soft light. And so you can see the snow there. But what if you can't really see that snow too well? So what I'm going to do is, once again, I'll head back to the snow pre-comp and I can play around with it. So I'll make the size of the snow bigger. Just go ahead and scrub in its hot text a little bit. And I'll go back to the other comp. Notice how much bigger the snow is now. So it's just a nice way to compartmentalize my comp. I can also do other things. For example, when I scrub, you'll notice the snow goes straight down. What if I want the snow to go to the side? I'll head back to the pre-comp and I can rotate this guy now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit R on my keyboard. I'll rotate the snow. I'm also going to hit S to scale it. And we'll scale the snow up quite large like that. And we'll go back to the comp. And when I play it, the snow now plays sideways. So imagine you have a scene and you have a bunch of explosions and you have cars going off and doing all kinds of stunts and that kind of thing. And you have confetti and fireworks. Those can all be separate elements in their own pre-comps that you can then completely fine tune and then finally have everything stacked up nice and neat, different blend modes, so you have a nice comp that you can work on without ever affecting your main comp. All right, so that's a look at how to use a pre-comp.